spent the last several days trying to clear the noise out of my life. Getting rid of going down those wild goose chases that take you away from what's really important. Trying to be quiet. Trying to be still. Trying to just be, so that I can see and hear God around me again. Sometimes we ministers get sidetracked and bogged down with the idea that you have to be great in everything in ministry. But I learned a long time ago that no one has all the gifts for ministry. I've never known anyone who was at the same time a great preacher, a great teacher, a great pastoral caregiver, a great evangelist, a great administrator, or a great fundraiser for God. No such person exists. I keep forgetting that at times, and when my weaknesses are exposed, the insecurities start to seep in. And that's when I battle the distractions, and thus the noise. It helps being out here and getting new perspective. What an amazing day. What an amazing God. Look at this place. There's water, and there's a river, for heaven's sake. It is good to be awestruck. It's good to be in wonder of God. And it is especially good to be more consumed with God than with myself. I'm so grateful and so thankful for the Lord and all that He has done and is doing and will do. Speaking of being awestruck, being in wonder of God and being amazed at all that God is doing, look at this little one. This is my precious grandniece Aubrey. Isn't she beautiful? Who can't see the hand of God in this? I've been told that Aubrey looks just like me when I was a baby. Yes? No. Uncle G is so grateful for this precious little one. And like her folks, I want so much for little Aubrey. First of all, I want her to have all of those necessity kinds of things, the physical things that she needs to be happy. And secondly, I want her to know the fullness of her family's love for her. But perhaps most importantly of all, I want her to get to know Jesus and to love Jesus. I want her to be in a church. I want her to be a part of a loving church family. A church family that will teach her about Jesus and inspire her. A church family that will model the love of Jesus for her so that she can learn how to love others back. I want all of those same things for our Journey kids and families. There's no more important role for a church to play than in the raising of its children in the love of Jesus Christ and preparing them for a life with and a life for Christ. Look at what God has created and is creating, and how God shares the creative process with you and me. Remember, we're partners in this creating thing. God is the really big partner, the most awesome partner, the one and only big kahuna partner. Oh well, maybe we are just in the mailroom, but nevertheless, we must never forget, you and I, have a lot to contribute to the fulfilling of God's purpose in this amazing creation. So, let's create together. Under God's leadership, let's continue to create a church that is awestruck, a church that is in wonder of all that God is doing, a church that is grateful and humbled for God's amazing generosity, a church who can see and hear God all around it. It's time to get rid of the noise in our lives, the distractions. It's time to give ourselves fully and completely to God in every way. It's time